Hey everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel God Would Do It For You. My name is Steven. I hope everyone's having a great day so far. And what we're going to be talking about today is spiritual warfare, how to recognize it quickly, and what to do to get yourself to bounce back and move on with your day and make it a really good day. Now, anytime, of course, I tell you about these topics, it's all because I'm experiencing it real time. And so it helps me to speak the way I speak in my videos effortlessly because I'm not making anything up. I'm not trying to think of anything to say. I'm like, I know what to say. And I pray about it, and God just gives me the word. So this morning, or last night, into this morning, I had very strange dreams that I normally don't have. I normally don't dream much, but if I do dream, they're very specific. But this one was specific in a malicious way. So it was like real quick glimpses of, it's almost like scenes of me with my exes, and I was wanting to get back with them, but then they were saying, okay, let's get back together, and then they would trick me and say, sorry, I'm seeing someone else and we're getting married. And every one of them did that, and I woke up out of my sleep feeling like nobody wants me. I'm not good enough for anybody. See, sign number one is recognizing a pattern of negativity that will influence self-doubt, because self-doubt is contradicting the faith that you should have in God. So once I woke up feeling down, like, dang, nobody wants me, like, dang, maybe they did, who gives a crap about your past? It's all about what's coming ahead in the here and now. So again, it had me stuck in a cycle of negativity. So then now I'm going all morning, getting my son together for school. He's being cooperative, so it was actually a really good morning, but I'm in this negative mind state, like trying to find some encouragement, something to help me feel better. And that's where mistake number two that I made was not recognizing that I was not pursuing God for a source of inspiration. I was just trying to find some video or some words, something that could, bounce me back. And then once I started focusing on trying to seek God, that's when I came across a nice video that was like, hey, you're not paying attention to the signs, and this is an obvious attack of spiritual warfare. And that's when I was like, is this really spiritual warfare? I kid you not. As I'm driving, getting ready to handle business, go make some money, I'm thinking in my head like, man, why am I feeling really down in the dumps about this? And this is me working on being more spiritually aware of what's going on and not feeling like I'm just in some mood, especially when the past 2 weeks I've been in a pretty good mood. Like there isn't really anything that's a catalyst to be like, well, this is why I should feel down. But once I recognized it, then I hear the enemy clear as day say in my head, hey, I can give you a wife. I can give you money. I can give you notoriety. I can give you these things like you desire, but I just want you to bow down to me. And that's it. He said, just bow down to me. Praise me. And I will give you these things. And I kid you not, once I heard that, I was like, oh man, this is an obvious attack of spiritual warfare, because an important meeting is supposed to happen tomorrow that can discuss how my food business can progress in a positive way, maybe even take off. And of course, anytime you're getting close to any type of breakthrough, sometimes we always think of a breakthrough as like a windfall of money. A breakthrough is the next step. So anytime you're getting close to a breakthrough, here goes the enemy trying to discourage you, trying to knock you off your path, because the enemy knows that you were put here to do damage in the world. He knows that you were here to win souls, to glorify God's kingdom. And that does make him fearful. That does he views you as a threat at that point, and he is going to do any and everything that he can to deter you from God's will. And that's where we have to come in. Once I recognized it and I said no, and I heard him loudly, like, no, and then the voice was gone. And I was like, okay, let me just start thanking God for everything that I have, because the whole negative mindset and the thoughts that were getting put in my mind and that were circulating were things that I don't have. And it's easy to think about the things that you don't have, but it's really easy to think about the things that you do have, because it's the here and now. Because God could take it away and then you'd be wishing. And so once I started to give God glory and say, you know what, God, thank you for having a car. Thank you for the Christmas we just had. Thank you for the ability to make money. Thank you for good health. Thank you. Once I just started going down the list of what I'm grateful for, we're good to go. Bounce back, grits and gravy, time to make some money, knock out the day. I had to rearrange my schedule because the morning was slow. So I was like, okay, fine. I'll push these things towards the afternoon. I'll just move this ahead. And so my mood instantly got better. And so when I went into prayer, the Holy Spirit was telling me, God's going to keep allowing this to happen this way until you learn to recognize it for what it is and nip it in the bud quickly. And so I allowed this negative mindset to happen for about 3 hours. You know how damaging that could be? 3 hours of being in a funk of the depression. That could be really damaging to the mind, especially depending on what thoughts you allow to soak into your spirit. This is why God allows what he does. Think, even Job got into a real negative mindset and God had to correct him. And I know we would think like, hey man, Job was going through some stuff. In my opinion, he's earned the right. Hey, you either believe in the word of God or not. There is no ifs, ands, or buts. Yes, we may feel what we feel, but what we speak and also our attitude towards what's going on is what God really pays attention to, because God is only trying to level you up as a person. That is it. Your experiences, heartbreaks, being broke, being sickly and making it, having to figure out things, all those negative experiences have built you into who you are today. And if we were to take even one of those experiences, you would not be who you are today. That God knows what he is doing. That's one thing I've learned. Like, even if money's low, like the past couple of days, I haven't been earning what I would like to earn, but one thing God has always taught me is I will always have what I need. So I remember I told my mom the other day, I was like, hey, I don't even worry about money anymore, because God has already proven several times just last year that I don't have to worry about money. So now I get to show God, like, no, I've learned. I don't care what I just made yesterday. I know that we will always have what we need. And because you have taught me to be a good steward of my finances, I can make do with anything that you give me. I know how to think really smart with money because of the way God has structured the income that he has given me ever since I took the leap of faith of being financially independent. And this is the blessing and the glory of God. He knows how to teach you in a way that you would have never thought of. What better way than to say, okay, you're going to put your trust in me. I'm only going to give you a little bit. And you're like, what? When you're used to a lot more. But then he's like, but you can make it off of that. And then when you realize that you can make it off of a little bit, and you realize that you've been squandering a lot of money, oh man, a lesson that you're only going to get if you trust God and put your faith in him. Because at that point, he will not only show you that I can easily increase it, but he'll also show you that, hey, you weren't being the best that you could be. But now that you're following me, now that you're putting your heart in me, now that you're putting your full faith and trust in me, I'm going to show you who you are to become. And that is why you are experiencing the spiritual warfare you are experiencing, because you are a threat to the enemy. Especially in today's age where all this stuff is going on, we have to be stronger than ever. And God is building up some golems, the toughest of the tough. So don't expect your experience to be anything but sweet, because guess what? If you want to be ready for whatever's to come, you got to be put through the fire. And then we come out as pure as gold. We come out ready, polished, valuable to God's kingdom. So I hope this video has been a blessing. If you feel led to like, share, subscribe, definitely do so. Of course, I'm going to keep you guys updated on what's going on, even the meeting I'm going to have tomorrow and things of that nature. Again, this is the journey of me put my full faith and trust in the God and really seeing what he will do. And the great thing is, now that I've put it out there to the world, not even now, just since the beginning, I've put it out there into the world that, hey, I'm following God, I'm giving him everything, and now I'm putting it out to the world. So now people get to see with their own eyes that whatever God is going to do, because whatever he's going to do, if you see it, it gives you the confidence to say, hey, if he could do it for you, he could do it for me. And here we go. So I hope this video has been a blessing. And until next time.